Here are solutions to test number 2 for ECE 463 Modern Control. This homework set looks at pole placement, servo compensators, and full order observers. The problem here is, given a ball and beam system, have the ball track a constant and a sine wave at 0.4 radians per second. So when we're done, here's what it should look like. The blue line is the beam. I apply torque to the beam, and I try to have the ball follow this position. That spot is a constant centered at 1, oscillating back and forth at 0.4 radians per second. And I want the ball to track that. So do that when I can measure all the states for sea level. I can only measure position and angle at the B level. And the mass of the ball could be off at the A level. So starting out at the sea level, let's assume all the states are measured. Come up with a servo compensator that lets you track a constant and a sine wave. To do that, I add a servo compensator with poles at 0 and plus minus j.4. That's the frequency of my disturbance. And pick it so it's observable or controllable. So B matrix 111 is sufficient. Create the augmented system. So here's the plant, here's the servo. The B matrix with respect to U, B matrix with respect to the set point. Again, that corresponds to this block diagram. The servo and the plant, I'm feeding back the plant states. Create the augmented system. So here's the A matrix. Here's my servo compensator. This is B times C. The B matrix with respect to U is just the B matrix, doesn't go into the servo. The input of the servo is minus 1 times B. I'm going to look at the position and then find the poles to stabilize the augmented system. It's going to put the closed loop dominant pole at minus 0.5, 7 spots, stable, left half plane. Multiply up with my feedback gains. The first 4 gains are the feedback gain times x. Here's the servo compensator gains, gain times z. And then to simulate it for the linear system, I'll simulate the linear closed loop system, A minus bkx, the B matrix with respect to R, my C matrix, D, simulate this puppy. And if my input is a constant and a sine wave, it tracks it. If I try the nonlinear system, that'd be this guy right here. I've got the plant dynamics, add the servo compensator, create the augmented system, place the closed loop poles of the closed loop system, find the feedback gains, pull out kx, pull out kz, and then simulate it. So here my input is a constant and a sine wave. My input is kz times the servo states minus kx times x. That's my full state feedback. My output is the first state. Simulate. So here's the dynamics of the plant with that input. Here's my servo compensator. Integrate the plant, integrate the servo compensator, move forward in time, and repeat. And here's what it looks like. This guy right here is, I don't really have an observer. There's my set point in blue. I'm trying to track a constant and a sine wave, and this is showing off the servo compensator. It is working. Now this should work for a constant and a sine wave disturbance. What that translates to is, suppose the mass of the ball it changes. So for the nominal case, this is working well, it's tracking. If I go over to the dynamics and say the ball is actually heavier than it's supposed to be. I designed for a mass of 2 kilograms. If it's 2.2 kilograms, the ball's out. I have an extra constant disturbance for the 1 meter times extra mass. And being a sine wave, I have a sinusoidal disturbance. This should be able to track for both this constant and a sine wave disturbance. So now I've got extra mass on the ball. What the servo compensator does is it estimates the constant that I need to track the constant input. It calculates the sine and cosine term for the sine wave, applies that to the input, and it should track any set point, any constant set point, and any sinusoidal set point, combination thereof. And that's what it's doing. So in spite of the changing mass, it is tracking. Now that's at the C level. That's also kind of the starting point for the B and A level. At the B level on the test, instead of saying everybody's measured, let's assume I can only measure position and angle. In that case, I need a full order observer. So let's find the observer and place the poles of the observer at minus 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't really know what to do with the angle measurement, so I could just force the feedback gains or just ignore it. I'll then form the augmented system. So here's the A minus B kz minus B kx, the servo compensator. That's just BZ times C R AZ zeros. Here's the full order observer. AC minus BZ times K, A minus HC minus BZ times KX. Take the step response to the closed loop system, and it tracks a constant and a sine wave. All looks good. Now let's try it on the nonlinear system. For the nonlinear system, let's go back over here. In the nominal case, so again, I've got the plant, servo compensator, find the feedback control law, same thing we did before. Now add a full order observer. Same ABC matrix, place the observer poles at minus 3, 4, 5. And here my C matrix is just 1, 0, 0, 0. I don't know what to do with angle, so just ignoring it. And here, let's do this. I'm going to feedback the actual states, kind of cheating, to see, does it still stabilize like we did? Previous problem says it should be stable. Is the observer tracking? Integrate the plant dynamics, servo compensator dynamics, observer dynamics, integrate all three, and let it rip. So here the green line is the observer, the other one is the plant. And it's not tracking because I've got to save the beam dynamics. Try that again. So with the nominal case, the mass is what it's supposed to be. There's no disturbances on the system. I'm just trying to track a constant and a sine wave set point, measuring only position and angle, and actually only measuring position because I'm not using the angle measurement. With that, it works if I feedback the actual states. So that's kind of cheating. Let's feedback only the observer states. So I'm going to feedback the observer states. And they're one unstable. Okay, so this is kind of one problem. While the observer is trying to track, I have bad estimates. Bad estimates can make it go unstable. So for the first 10 seconds, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to let it try to converge. After that, I'll feedback the observer states. So at this point, this is working. It's after 10 seconds. I am stable. I'm tracking a constant and a sine wave set point while only measuring position. If I go back and change the dynamics, a little bit heavier. Save. Important to save. Let her try again. So here I'm feeding back the actual states for the first 10 seconds. The observer, the green line, is a little bit off. The reason it's off is because I have extra mass. Extra mass causes a constant and a sine wave disturbance. The disturbance affects the state estimates. If the state estimates are wrong, no guarantees. So there I went unstable. That leads into the A level on the test. At the A level, I have a constant and a sine wave disturbance on the observer. So what I need to do is when I design the observer, I have to add, in this case, assuming a constant disturbance, add the constant disturbance. That constant affects the plant through the B matrix. I will now design the observer using pole placement, come up with the augmented system. And what I should have is it works in the nominal case. It should also work when the mass is off by a little bit, because the observer will figure out there's a constant disturbance on the system. What is that constant disturbance? So the two estimates actually do match up. So what I need to do is for the observer, add a constant disturbance. So here's the augmented system for the observer, the plant with a constant disturbance that affects the plant through the B matrix. Let it run in the nominal case. So here it's 2 kilograms nominally. I'll let it run for 10 seconds. And at 10 seconds, I'll switch over and start using the actual observer states. So there's a little bit of oscillation. That's the 10 seconds where it switches over. And in the nominal case, it's tracking just like it did for part B. So that part looks good. If I change the dynamics, so it's now 2.1 kilogram. Now notice that the green line is no longer shifted like it was before. That constant on the observer says there's a constant disturbance. Figure out what that constant is. And that's the extra mass times 1 meter. It figured that out. That's kind of squirrely part is where I switched over. It is now tracking in spite of the constant disturbance. And actually there's the sine wave disturbance too, but it's small enough not to really bother me too much. And it's tracking in spite of the mass being 2.1 kilograms. And that's the solution at the A level. So that is test number 2 for 463 control systems.